Well, now we get into the player ratings. The match reaction is done. We obviously went live for close to 1 hour, and we've gone ahead to obviously open up a WhatsApp group. So if at all you want to be part of a WhatsApp group, you can as well go into the description box below. The link is there. You can as well join us there and obviously be part of the big growing crowd of the United Matters channel. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and hope you guys are really having a fantastic stay where you are. Now, we've gone ahead to win Copenhagen by 1-0. Eriksen Maguire on the score sheet, and it ended into a dramatic way by Andre Onana saving a late penalty to grant United 3 points, and now we are third seated onto the table like that. So it's really great. It sounds good that a club we support is really gonna obviously get a third consecutive win in a row, and we think that we can even win the Manchester derby. So let's see close to 100 likes smash this video, and don't forget to subscribe. We start off with the goalkeeper Andre Onana saving a penalty, and he had some 2-3 good saves to make the game, and he really put up a very good performance. From the game of Sheffield, Andre Onana has been showing us that he's improving game after game, and even right now, he has gone ahead to show us huge potential that he's obviously turning into a better and better player. So let me show you his games by numbers. As Statman Dave went ahead to report, Andre Onana game by numbers: 63% passing accuracy, 35 touches, 7 long balls completed, 4 saves, 1.6. 9 goals prevented, 1 penalty saved, 0 goals conceded, keeping yet another clean sheet for Man United. And if we're talking about clean sheets for Andre Onana, he kept a clean sheet against Wolverhampton Wanderers, he kept a clean sheet against Burnley, and he kept a clean sheet against Crystal Palace into the I think it ended 3-0. Kept a clean sheet into that game of the Carabao Cup, and he has gone ahead to keep his 4th clean sheet at the club of Man United. And it's really good to see to it that he's having those clean sheets, but we want them to obviously continue coming in through, to see to it that he obviously elevates his game to where it deserves to be as a goalkeeper. So I'm giving Andre Onana an 8.5 out of 10. That is it. 8.5 out of 10. And the beauty of him is that he's no longer making those mistakes that he used to make. That is really very wonderful of him. Then we go to Diego Dallo, right? We go to Diego Dallo, right? Diego Dallo went ahead to obviously play a very good game today. He put in some good crosses in the 18 yards box area of Man United. You saw them very well, and defensively he was really solid. You know, one of the things that people really don't know about Diego Dallo is that he's really a very solid player when it comes to defending, and I think this is where he becomes a better player than Aaron Wan-Bissaka, especially going forward. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka, before he really got injured, you saw to it that he got himself an assist as we played against, I think, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and he was improving onto his final or end product into that game. But Dallo was really solid on the night, and this obviously shows you that he was really solid, and his offensive game was obviously very, very good. Now, 80% passing accuracy for Diego Dallo, 64 touches completed, 4 clearances, and the most notable one is that of the free kick that staggered in between the wall, and it found itself in a position of or in a territory of the 6 yards box area of Man United, and he read it very well. And as a player of Copenhagen tried to hit that ball, it was obviously he was obviously denied the chance to hit it by Dallo's early arrival, and he hit it and cleared it, and it went to the throw in. 3 out of 4 ground duels won, 3 aerial duels won, 2 out of 2 dribbles completed, and 1 key pass. That is Diego Dallo for you. So he really deserves a 7 out of 10 for me. 7 out of 10 for Diego Dallo. Sergio Roglan returning from injury, coming in through and obviously putting in a cross, and you saw to it that the balance was really legit into that position. Erik ten Hag took him off after the hour mark because coming from injury and playing more than 60 minutes is really draining, and Ten Hag is a laptop manager who really respects what the physios really tell him. So at the 60th minute was taken off, and Lindelof was brought on but went ahead to put in a very good performance. I'm giving Sergio Roglan a 6.5 out of 10. That is it. 6.5 out of 10 for Sergio Roglan. We go to Harry Maguire in that central defense. He really had a very good go into his game. Let's put what he has been, what team has been playing aside, but he really put in a shift, and he got us that only goal. He looked solid, and he looked composed with Rafael Varane into that central defense, and here comes his game by numbers. 89 touches, 88% passing accuracy, 4 out of 5 aerial duels won, 2 blocks, 2 long balls completed, 1 shot, and 1 goal. That is that is Harry Maguire for you, and I'm really giving him an 8 out of 10. That is it. I'm giving Harry Maguire an 8 out of 10 for his performance tonight. We got Rafael Varane, solid. Guys, you know, experience really leads everything in this game. He makes decisions that are really legit, and they've gone ahead to help us keep our first clean sheet into the Champions League. You know, I think we last kept a clean sheet when we played Villarreal away from home and beat that team by 2-0. But ever since then, we conceded twice. We conceded in the 2-game play against Atletico Madrid, and that was really a very annoying beat, and we are really knocked out. So for Rafael Varane, a 7.5 for me. Won't be bad for me. Won't be bad for him because he really put up a show that everyone went ahead to recognize on the night. After him, we go to Amrabat. I'm going to give Amrabat a 6.5 out of 10, though the manager took him off. I don't know for what reasons, but I think he was not obviously doing exactly what he told him to do, and he brought on Eriksen to see to it that everything goes on as planned. But I think I blamed Erik ten Hag for that, because you cannot play Amrabat alongside Bruno Fernandes. I think it's better you play him alongside Scott McTominay and then let Bruno Fernandes play ahead of them. So those are mistakes that Erik ten Hag really did at the beginning of the game, and he never really got these things right. That is it. Coming in from Amrabat, 6.5 out of 10. We go to Scott McTominay. I'm going to give him a 6, guys. I didn't see what he did in that game. That is it. 6 out of 10 for me is for Scott McTominay, because I don't really believe that he's really that quality to be playing at Man United. Because when you look at teams like Man City, they're having players like Calvin Phillips who are really miles away from Scott McTominay, but they're not being used into their team, you know? And he's the bench player, but he's 100 times better than Scott McTominay. We need to reach that level. And I think in the January transfer window, we should see these players sold out of the team of Man United and get in the right players. Even Harry Maguire would need a Todibo into that central defense of Man United, not a Harry Maguire. Or a Sergi Boy. If at all you've gone ahead to see him play against Bayern Munich today, he showed you that he's really good. He can play as a right back, and he can obviously play in the right side of the central defense. So for Scott McTominay, 6 out of 10. Bruno Fernandes, 6 out of 10 also. I don't really remember him doing anything in this game. You know, I have a comment coming in from, I think, a person who loves Bruno Fernandes. I don't think that you love Bruno Fernandes more than I do, but the calls I'm obviously calling in for Bruno Fernandes is what he's supposed to be doing in that position. His number 10 position can create 2 assists and waste 10 chances. And waste chances that are going to hit to be assists into a game. So, yet, you need a moment like what Eriksen went ahead to do from a player like Bruno Fernandes. If Eriksen comes in through and obviously puts in a shift for only 45 minutes, and Bruno Fernandes doesn't put in a shift that is really well required, then I think he needs to be really taking notes from players like Bruno Fernandes. That is Bruno Fernandes for you, 6 out of 10 for me. Then Anthony, 5.5 out of 10. That is it. You know, he's a player that I think had only one brilliant moment, but he got on the ball very many times. But it looks like it's a loss. We have to accept that we made a loss onto this Anthony guy. He is not really impacting the game in any way. So, to me, I believe even on Sunday, he shouldn't start. He shouldn't start against Man City. That is it. So I'm giving him a 5.5 out of 10. Rashford, 6 out of 10. I think his best attribute was in the second half when he obviously did a cutback to Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund really had to set that ball to Eriksen, and Eriksen went in for the near post, but the goalkeeper was steadily there. Rashford, 6 out of 10. Rasmus Højlund, 7.5 out of 10. Obviously, you won't blame him because today he's the one who was really creating chances for the people around him. Yet the people around him are the ones supposed to be creating chances for him. So it was vice versa. You know, that's why it looked ugly. It was vice versa because he needed these people to create him chances, but they wouldn't. So 7.5 out of 10, and he never really got a clear-cut chance to really hit that ball into the back of the net. So we go to the substitutes. Eriksen coming in through and changing the entire tempo of the game, control, composure, and directness. So for what he did, I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 10 because he's the man responsible for all what we saw. He got himself an assist on the day. He would have gone ahead to find himself on target if at all he really utilized that pass from Højlund very well, but it never really went on as he planned. But I'm giving him an 8.5 out of 8.5 out of 10. That is Christian Eriksen. For the other player that came on through, Garnacho takes a 7.5 out of 10 for me because every time he comes on the field of play, things happen. Things happen for real. And it's really important to know that you cannot obviously be in such a game and not really have Garnacho start. Many people are going to have to call out for the start of Garnacho because he has flashes that can obviously really threaten an opponent. Even the 2 games that he played ugly, that of Wolverhampton Wanderers and Tottenham Hotspur, he had something special in him, though I think the entire team was not obviously connecting very well. So I believe we need to see Garnacho start games because Rashford looks rusty. So I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. That is Alejandro Garnacho. The other player that came on was Lindelof, 6.5 out of 10. Solid at the back. Obviously, he's one of the best ball pulling players, and there is obviously a ball that he intercepted before a player of Copenhagen really hit it. I think he had just spent like 2 minutes on the field of play. So that means his game reading is really elite, and he really put in a shift. 6.5 out of 10. Then Anton Martial came on through. I'm going to give him a 6 because he never had a lot to do on the day. And those the substitution that Erik Ten Hag really made: Garnacho, Eriksen, Anton Martial, and Victor Lindelof. We go to the manager of Man United, that is Erik Ten Hag. 6.5 out of 10 because of the way he really picks his team. That's the problem. He really rectifies the problem in the second half after the hour mark, but he needs to obviously be taking it serious at the beginning of the game. So my man of the match is Christian Eriksen. That is it. Christian Eriksen is my man of the match, though he has gone ahead to tie his rating with Andre Onana. If I told you say Andre Onana is your man of the match, that's okay. If I told you are saying Christian Eriksen is the man of the match, that's okay. But one thing I won't agree that Harry Maguire is the man of the match, like they did on Saturday, and they gave him the man of the match as he played against Sheffield. That was really vague because Dalot did everything on that pitch better than Harry Maguire and got us a goal. You get? So in this case, it's not about the goal that we scored because I knew we were going to score a goal. But what Eriksen brought and really changed the entire tempo of the game, and everything was going into the right direction at the moment. So Eriksen is my man of the match. Go into the comment section, tell me who your man of the match is, and let's continue to obviously jazz about this more into the comment section below. And don't forget to join our WhatsApp group such that we can obviously continue more with the conversation that side. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning, my mates. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barak, Lao, Fikum.